Okay, this week we are going to play around with the disk activities in Vex-VR. Let's see here. If we go to, we've got two options here I'd like you guys to consider. We've got the disk mover map, and the objective here obviously is to have your robot go up and gather these disks and move them back to the blue square, and then the red to the red and green to green. And this one is fairly easy, and I will do a little bit of a demonstration here in a moment on how to manipulate the squares. They're little metal discs on the map, and we've not done this yet, but there is a function for magnet where we can turn the magnet on and off, and so we can pick stuff up and drop it here using the magnet, and it attaches right about here, right under where the electronic eye that's pointing down is. The other one, and so this one's fairly easy. The other one that is an option here is the disk transport. This one is a lot more complicated. Same kind of concept, disks, and then you need to put them in the right place. But then, of course, the problem becomes picking these up without having to rote program every single move and stuff. What you need to do is figure out how to an algorithm to figure out how to sort these things is the real trick. And when I built this, what I ended up doing was building a bunch of my blocks for each stage of the activity, because some of the stuff is just the same thing. So I ended up doing a couple of different blocks where I had one block that just basically starting from this position where approximately in the red area the robot would move up a certain distance, and then I wrote different my blocks to clear left and up and right and up. So for the disk mover stuff, so let me just quickly here talk through what it is we need to do this first one. So what I want to do is obviously I need to go forward. I want the robot to go forward, and I can turn the magnet on ahead of time, and I can go forward until I get this disk, and then I can turn around and come back and drop it here. I can't tell when the robot has the disk. I discovered that you can't see these lines. The robot wouldn't be able to use the down sensor, the down eye, to see when it crosses this line. So basically I use the front sensor. It comes back, and when it sees this wall, it stops and drops disk. So I'm going to do one right now, and then you guys are going to have to figure out the rest of it. Obviously the idea here is to reduce the amount of code that you're doing, so we're going to use some my blocks here to do this, but I kind of want to figure everything out first. So here we go. Okay, so what do I do first? I'm going to first thing we need to do is increase the drive. Yeah, we're going to increase the drive, and then we're going to go forward. No, you know what I want to do is I want to turn the magnet on. So this energizes the magnet, and there's only one device here, and we have boost and drop. Okay. And then now I want to go forward, and how do I know when I've picked up one is I can go here to the wait until, and under sensing now there is this front eye near object, but there's a pull down menu where we say the down eye is near an object. So when the magnet pulls this up, it's going to trigger this wait, and then I need to turn not 90 degrees but a full 180 degrees. And then I'm going to drive forward, and we're going to do another wait, and we're going to wait until the front eye is near an object. It's going to be at that back wall, at the back of the blue square, and then I think we need to, like I've done in the past, I want to inch forward a little bit to the wall. We'll say 20. We'll see how that does. It's going to go forward 20, and then we need to drop, so we need to turn the magnet back off. And I need to turn, and I want to back up a little bit, and then we need to turn again. So I'm going to back away from the disc so I don't move it around. But one of the things I found was when I was turning in place, the discs would interfere with the robot a little bit, and so I kind of want to back away from the disc so I can turn cleanly and stay on track. And then we need to turn 180 degrees again. So let's see what this does now. Okay, so it picked up that disc, it's turned around, we get to the wall, and it's, see, I need to back up a little bit more. And another thing happened was these are moving really slowly, so I need to back up. I'm going to double that back up distance before I turn. And I forgot to crank up the speed here. See how this does? Moving a little bit faster, drops, and it moves away far enough that they're not interfering with one another. And so obviously now then I've built this sequence and it works. So I've tested it and it works, and now I just need to do a my block where I can go pickup. Okay, so it's I go and pick up the disc. No, and then what we need to do is we probably need to go in here to the control, and we've got the repeat. We can repeat this sequence 3 times. And another my block that you're going to want to do is another my block you're going to want is you're going to want to find a program and automate a way for, after you've picked up these 3 discs, then you're going to do a my block to move to the next space, turn and go up, and then run your disc retrieval block subroutine again. And then once you've done that 3 times, then you're going to run your advanced position again and go and retrieve these 3, and then you're done. Good luck and have fun.